Welcome to Education Unpack. We want to thank you for joining us today. If this is your first time of watching our channel, we encourage you to subscribe, like, and share our videos to your network so we can grow this platform. For our loyal subscribers, we appreciate your time as always and want to give you a big shout out. Here at Education Unpack, we focus on online education and also we answer questions and we support you, provide you guidance, and to make sure that you complete your online learning in flying colors. So if you've got questions, please keep them coming. Today we're going to focus on a very, very important topic. I think that question came from one of our subscribers. Remember, we talked about doing a program or studying your bachelor's or master's degree without any qualification. So we encourage you to go back to one of our videos and watch that. So someone asked this question. I'm pretty sure that she was starting the program now or she's on her way submitting her applications. So we want to answer that as soon as possible so that can help you. So if you watch this video to the end, you will get what we're going to be saying, and that may help you make that informed decision. Now, the question is, what level of experience is considered an acceptable work experience? Some of you may have enough experience, but you don't know. You may have more than enough experience actually, but you don't know. So that's what we want to point out here. You may be involved in different industry, in different capacity. We've just chosen, I think, four sections to talk about. Number one, we will talk about those who are managing personnel. It's very important. Those who are also managing processes, and those who are managing projects, and those who are managing accounts, if you're an account manager. Remember, there are some programs like in a bachelor's degree, you need, I think, minimum of 2 years to be accepted in the program, minimum of 2 years work experience. For a master's degree, general master's, you might need a minimum of 5 years to be accepted in the program. For an MBA, you should meet a minimum of 5 years, maximum 10 to 15 to 20 years, whatever that may be, of your capacity. So we want to focus on, if you are a manager, you're managing persons, managing personnel. In this case, you want to focus on just one thing I want you to get out from this video, which is just so important. And that one thing is, that I want you to get out from this video is, it's not what you say, but how you say it. That's more important in you being accepted in a program. So you may have wonderful years of experience, but you don't put it in paper in a proper way. Now, if you're a manager, managing persons or managing director, you want to focus on the number of persons that you manage. What level of commitment do you have responsibility for these people to develop, and what decisions you make that will impact the organization. So the way you're going to put it, you may be managing in a way where you're managing virtual personnel. They may be based in different locations. You may be managing persons directly. Also, you want to explain the scale of your operations in your explanation during your motivation letter to your organization. This is just so essential. It gives a clear picture of your experience. It gives a clear picture of the knowledge you're going to be bringing into class. So this is just so important for you. Now, you want to talk about the number of persons that you look after, and also you want to make sure that you are clear in your definition of your responsibility. So that takes us to the next point. The next point here is if you are working managing processes. Managing processes, in this case, you may be looking at if you are managing some kind of installations, supervising operations in a virtual environment, or you are redirecting channel operations. All of these are very important. If you're supporting channel partners, if you are also, you want to explain how your activities drive growth. You want to explain what you've learned through this whole process. So you managing processes is very important. What level of installation you've done, what kinds of clients, what are the operations, what are the value of these different clients that you were looking at. So it's of its essence, and at what dimension that you are involved in this. So you want to explain the number of persons you work with during that processes that you manage. You want to explain the rate of the business in terms of the bottom line of the business, how much you got to based on your decisions that you manage in those processes. So it's of importance for you. It's not what you say, but how you say it. So you got to project yourself in a manner of responsibility, that you possess all of this experience based on this. And that takes us to the next point, which is if you're a project manager. If you're managing projects in this case, you want to first of all explain the scale of the projects that you are managing, at what capacity you were, and the number of persons that you usually look after in those different projects. You have to explain it. Are these virtual projects? Are these projects that you are there on the ground yourself? And you want to mention in monetary value the importance. This is so important for you, and that also come across as your scale of financial understanding, because this is very important for you. That financial knowledge may be very useful, and that may be considered as well. You want to talk about the number of persons that are operating under your those projects that you supervise, the number of persons reporting to you. It's so important. So you got to explain all of these things, and you say it in a way that demonstrates your competency. This is a valuable part that the university wants to see. So some of you are doing this already, but you don't know how to put it. So you want to come across, you were looking after these projects, you're directing them, this number of persons report to you, and you're giving feedback, you are controlling the project is of millions of US dollars. You want to be very specific how you explain the projects that you look after. That takes us to the next point, which is if you are involved in whatever company in managing accounts. If you're managing accounts, you want to explain the monetary value of those different accounts. Are those accounts located in the same country or in whatever region? How much each of those accounts value is valued in terms of the monetary value, like I said. Are they hundreds of thousands of US dollars? Are they in millions of dollars? This gives a better picture of the level of responsibility that you are because that you are looking after. And it also provides that knowledge, the general knowledge that's needed for you to be able to present a good case in terms of the business plans or responsibility in terms of submitting your papers. All of these are important. So it's not what you say, but how you are going to say it. That's of essence into this program. So another thing is most of you are already studying at the moment or are planning to study, but you've been working for 10-15 years. You don't have to be worried that you don't have the experience, the valuable